A good evening and welcome to Logan Field here in the Tonawanda Nation as we are getting ready for Can-Am Senior B Lacrosse as the Tonawanda Braves play host to the Newtown Goldeneagles. Hello everyone, my name is Trevor Butts, so happy to be joining you here today for some Tonawanda Braves Lacrosse as the 5-3 Braves take on the 3-4 Newtown Goldeneagles in what should be an exciting matchup between two historical rivals here in the Can-Am division. Almost set for face-off here as these two teams get ready to duke it out. We are underway here at Logan Field as the Tonawanda Braves have the first possession, and they earned that one as Kent Baker Printup took a heck of a cross-check to start this ball game off. Here come the Tonawanda Braves on their first attack of the ball game. Coming off the bench is Dan Jimerson. Moves the ball over to the near side of the field. Quick passing now. Kent Baker Printup lets a long shot go wide of the net. Rebound snagged one-handed by Gates Abrams, but he loses control there. Kane Kettles knocks that ball free for Newtown as the Goldeneagles look to go on the attack. Parker Jimerson has the ball on the far side, moves it into the middle for Kane Kettle. Kettle goes back to Jimerson. Or check that. That's number 26 for Newtown inside Carr Stout as that ball turned over. Here comes Tonawanda back the other way. The Braves thought about pushing in transition, but decide better of it as now the offense gets out onto the floor. Kent Baker Printup, ball in his stick. Nice face dodge, getting to the net. Flip pass in the middle, score! Avery Steinbeck Parker buries it off the great feed from Kent Baker Printup, and the Tonawanda Braves get out to an early 1-0 lead, as there you see the excellent flip pass there from Kent Baker Printup, uses the face dodge, get to the crease, and finds Avery Steinbeck Parker all alone right in front of the net. Tonawanda off and running here as Taylor Jensen picks up the loose ball off the draw, flips it over to Corey Becker on the far side. Corey Becker, the former Tuscarora Tomahawk, plays the ball into the middle. Here's Nathan Grennan. First time I'm calling his name today. He's open in the middle. Quick shot. Big save made there. As that was Craig Seneca making his first big save of the ball game. Seneca, one of the top goalies in the Can-Am League. Former member of the New York Riptide, as now Newtown looks to go to work on the attack. Here come the Goldeneagles. Ryan John looking to back in, trying to back his man down. Now John turns around, moves the ball to the other side. Trying to find some open space in the middle here is Dylan Snow. His shot will go wide of the net. And now Tonawanda picks up the loose ball, goes back the other way. Keenan Ninham flip the ball over to a teammate as Tonawanda goes on the attack. Dan Jimerson hanging on to the ball here. Some calls from his teammates to move it, as now onto the near side of the field. Avery Steinbeck Parker showing off the spin moves, passing it over to Gates Abrams, who can't hang on to that one. Steinbeck Parker gets it back though. Long shot from up top, turned away there by Seneca. And now we have a fight for the loose ball here, as now we're hearing some shouts of 8 seconds, as some Tonawanda players thought Newtown had the possession, but no call made. But the Braves get the ball back as they will stay on the attack. Here's Owen Hill off the bench. Quick pass to Steinbeck Parker. Flip pass in the middle for Gates Abrams. His shot over the net. And that'll be an over and back call on Tonawanda. Great use of the pick and roll there by Steinbeck Parker and Gates Abrams, but unable to finish on that occasion. Now here comes Newtown back the other way. The Goldeneagles, Jonah Mohawk flips it onto the far side. The long shot there is stopped by Wayne Abrams. And now we will have a penalty coming up against Tonawanda. It'll be a too many men call, as the Braves will be shorthanded. The in-home will head over to serve it, as today it's Surges Sundown who will head to the sin bin, as Newtown will go on the power play for the first time today. Ball was up top with Lyndon Stevens, the captain of the Newtown Goldeneagles. Quarterbacking the power play. Here's Stevens. Ball moved on to the near side. Taking some looks there was one of the Newtown players. As the shot goes wide, over and back will be the call. And now Tonawanda will look to try and kill some clock here shorthanded, as I think that was Brian Nephew Jr. who let the shot go. Now Grennan streaks through the middle and scores. Nathan Grennan showing off the speed, able to get to the middle and bury the shorthanded goal. And Tonawanda now holds a 2-0 lead. And there you can see Grennan up top had some room, and you cannot leave a player like that open, especially when you have the extra player like Newtown does on that occasion. And Braves able to make him pay for it, as now Ian Dolak secures the ball off the draw. Good possession here for Tonawanda, as the Braves look to try and go +2 here on this penalty. Corey Becker drives to the net, spins away, and sends a long pass that'll miss Grennan and go over and back. And it is a power play here for Newtown, as the Goldeneagles look to get on the board. Heron Snow quickly onto the near side. Back into the middle here, Jordan Kennedy flips it over to a teammate in Jonah Mohawk. Now onto the near side of the floor. Mohawk lets a long shot go, saved by Wayne Abrams. Becker fighting hard for the loose ball, unable to get it. Lyndon Stevens has it. Now Ryan John. John Takes a shot right into the chest of Wayne Abrams. Knocks the stick loose, though. Looking to try and force the turnover here, but unable to, as Tonawanda does a good job defensively, as he was giving Jonathan a hard time in the corner for the Braves. Now Tonawanda looking to kill the remaining 30 seconds on the penalty. Sturgis Sundown serving. As ball was moved onto the far side, looking for Grennan, not going to find him. It'll be over and back. Kane Kettle will pick it up and slow things down here for Newtown. Kettle, seeing him play both ends of the floor here early on. A versatile player for this Newtown Goldeneagles team. Look for him to contribute on all ends, as that shot turned away there by Wayne Abrams. Jaden Kennedy lets it go. Back to even strength here are the Braves, as we're 5-on-5. Long shot there, and he scores. Jaden Kennedy buries the first Golden Eagle goal of the game, and it's a 2-1 lead now for Tonawanda. And there you can see a good pass into the middle for Kennedy. Steps in, had all kinds of room in front of him, able to bury it just past Anthony Patterson, who came out to try and close him down. A good effort defensively from Patterson, but a better finish from Kennedy, as it is a 2-1 lead here for Tonawanda, as the Braves do another good job here on the draw, securing possession. Owen Hill driving to the net. Shot is saved there by Seneca. Now quickly back the other way go the Golden Eagles in transition. Newtown looking to make something happen here. Pass didn't quite go as originally intended for the Golden Eagles, but all is well. Golden Eagles still have the ball. Now here's Newtown looking to try and step in, create a shot is Dylan Snow. Snow receiving some heavy cross checks from Ian Dolak. Long shot there, turned away there by Wayne Abrams, as Tonawanda quickly back the other way. Dan Jimerson into the middle for Steinbeck Parker. Back onto the far side for Jimerson. Looking for some options. Jimerson decides to shoot, and he scores. Dan Jimerson lets the low shot go. That beats Craig Seneca. And the worm burner puts Tonawanda back up by 2. And there you see Steinbeck Parker feeds Dan Jimerson on the far side of the floor. Has just enough room to let that shot go, and Nathan Grennan as well getting involved. Gave him a slight pick that knocked the defender just off balance, giving Jimerson enough time and room to let that shot go. Tonawanda with a good idea there off the draw. They are a clean unit right now, but a first big turnover of the ball game gives Newtown the ball. Now can the Golden Eagles find an answer? Ball knocked to the floor there. Good play by Tonawanda's Brett Logan to help force that turnover. Now Logan moves it up for Silas Jonathan. Jonathan knows he's a D guy out on O, so he'll pass it off to Gates Abrams, as him and Nathan Grennan go to work. Little hidden ball trick there. Abrams able to flip it now for Jonathan on the near side. Jonathan stays out for the O shift, tries to hit Abrams off the pick, doesn't work here. Possession now for Newtown as the Golden Eagles look to get it up the floor. Silas Jonathan able to knock that ball down and wisely lets the clock drain down to 22, so that it is an 8-second violation on Newtown, securing the possession here for Tonawanda. Now Nathan Grennan looking to go to work. Grennan over to Gates Abrams. Abrams, watch closely here. Flips into the middle for Kent Baker. Prunup wasn't expecting that pass. And now it's a turnover by Tonawanda. Quick break out the other way. Lucas Beaver rings the post. Some transition here now for Newtown. Now back the other way for Tonawanda, and a big save by Seneca. Here's Grennan off the bench, flipping it over to the near side of the floor. Kent Baker Prunup has Steinbeck Parker in the middle, doesn't need him. KBP does it himself. It's a 4-1 lead for Tonawanda. And here you'll get a look at Kent Baker Printup able to get past his man, Heron Snow, throwing in some nasty fakes as you could see Steinbeck Parker open in the middle, but no need to even hit him on the pass. KBP says, I'll do it myself as he extends the Tonawanda lead up to 3 as the Braves once again win another face-off. Don't have the statistic in front of me, but I want to say that they have won every one so far as they have been dominant on the draws up until this point. Now KBP in the middle, he scores again. 2 in a row for Kent Baker Printup, and Tonawanda extends the lead. And now you see Kent Baker Printup putting in the work here along with Taylor Jensen, 2 of the new additions this season for Tonawanda off that great pick and roll game. Jensen, a clean feed into the middle for Kent Baker Printup, and Tonawanda out to their largest lead of the game. Ian Dolak putting in some more gritty hard work off the draws. Had possession here, as now Tonawanda able to secure it and get it over just before the 8-second violation. Corey Becker drives to the net, takes the shot just wide. Now Kettle looking to bring it back the other way. Kane Kettle flips it over to a friendly face as Newtown looks to go to work now. Try and get this deficit back down as the Goldeneagles had it close not too long ago, but Tonawanda showing they can go on some runs. Now here come the Goldeneagles looking to score, and they do. Dylan Snow buries that one past Wayne Abrams, and that is the exact kind of response the Newtown Goldeneagles were looking for. It's a 5-2 game. And there you can see Snow makes a great move, gets to the net, face dodge to beat his defender, and an excellent finish beating Wayne Abrams low, as it's now a 5-2 lead here for Tonawanda. The Braves enter this game with a 5-3 record, as these two teams have split the season series so far, with both games that have been played so far over at the Gilley Arena. Tonawanda took the first meeting of the season between these two. Newtown took the most recent one as the Goldeneagles look to break in transition. Parker Jimerson looking to create a chance, but some good recovery defense there by Anthony Patterson for Tonawanda as he's rocking Shadow Jonathan's old number. As now here's Heron Snow in the middle looking for a pass into the corner. Doesn't quite find his intended target as he was looking for Ryan John down low. John now taking some heavy hits here. John has that ball knocked out of his stick, and you can hear the cheers coming from the Tonawanda faithful in attendance as they know what that means. That's a turnover, and it's Braves ball now as Tonawanda gets back up into the attacking zone. Dan Jimerson goes over to Nathan Grennan. Member of the Toronto Rock, Grennan puts that one into the chest of Craig Seneca. Bringing the ball up over halfway now is Heron Snow. Snow forced into the corner. And those D guys get the chances in the offensive zone like that. And you could hear the excitement coming off the bench. As you know, everybody in Tonawanda was hoping Sturgis Sundown could get a good look at goal. Now Kane Kettle loses control of that one. Beavers knocked to the ground. Kettle takes a heavy shot from Patterson, but no whistle here. Play on, says the official. As Silas Jonathan brings the ball over the halfway line, spins back and finds a man here, but fortunately, now for Tonawanda, Grennan able to pick it up. Quick feed in the middle, can't connect there. Kent Baker Printup streaking through the middle. Now here's KBP, as Grennan in the middle can't hold on to that ball. It did rain quite a bit here before the game started, so I wonder if players still dealing with the effects of that as ball and turf and the sticks can get really slippery and slick with the heavy rain that we had here before the game. But it is beautiful right now as that ball knocked out of the stick of Lucas Beaver. Great work here by the Braves defenders as that was Brett Logan knocking that ball free. Still here with Newtown, though, as Beaver denied on the doorstep, but crease call here will give possession to Tonawanda as the Braves break out. Gates Abrams off the bench. Abrams onto the near side of the floor. Steinbeck Parker, the shifty attacker, plays the ball up top. Stepping in, shooting there, turned away by Seneca. Rebound snagged here by Tonawanda as ball back up top for Gates Abrams. We've seen some good ball movement so far in this one from Tonawanda. Steinbeck Parker knocked to the floor off the pick. Flip pass into the middle, doesn't find its intended target as Newtown now will break forward. Heron Snow having a little trouble picking that one up, but gets control, and now loses control here. Taylor Jensen will say thank you very much and send that one the length of the floor. Brett Logan thought about taking the shot, but decides better of it. Pass it off to the O guys as Corey Becker starts the attack. Becker goes to the corner. Up top for Steinbeck Parker. Now onto the near side of the floor. Kent Baker Printup. KBP shifts into the middle. His pass knocked down. Finds Steinbeck Parker now behind the back pass. Connects. Shot is blocked. Corey Becker let that one fly. It'll be a shot clock violation on the Braves, as that was Keith Rice who took one for the team there. We hope he is okay, as that was a heavy shot from Corey Becker, as Rice able to get off the floor. Hopefully we see him back out there soon. Number 10 in green. What a rip. Nathan Grennan stings the top left corner, and Tonawanda's lead grows. It is a 6-2 game. And you see Grennan just left with all too much room, gets a great seal from Owen Hill, allows him to just step in and snipe. And Nathan Grennan says, thank you very much. That's the 6th goal of the game for Tonawanda, as I think there might be a hole in that top left corner of the net now. Back the other way is Beaver here for Newtown, but he is stripped of the ball. Taylor Jensen looking to show off his wheels. Able to leg it up the floor. Jensen going to take it to the net. Just puts the shot wide. Fighting hard for the loose ball is Ian Dolak. He's not going to come up with it, as Kane Kettle is in possession of it for Newtown. Kettle flips it over to a man off the bench in Ryan John. Good ball movement here for the Goldeneagles, as the quick stick shot doesn't go. Kettle's attempt generates the reset, but a crease violation on Kane Kettle will cause the turnover and give the ball to Tonawanda. Here's Owen Hill. Hill, the 2023 Can-Am scoring champion, led the league with 69 points that season. One of the most impressive players you'll watch here in this league is Grennan finds Steinbeck Parker in the middle, who nearly puts that one away. My goodness, you can really see the benefits of having Nathan Grennan on this Tonawanda team. He is a game changer on the floor. Here's Lucas Beaver driving the other way, but goes into the crease. Beaver, a game changer in his own right for Newtown, looking to get his Goldeneagles squad going in this one. Now the Braves on the attack. Kent Baker Printup over to the big Gates Abrams. Abrams into the middle. Steinbeck Parker with a shot. He scores! What a feed from Gates Abrams, and what a play from Avery Steinbeck Parker to walk the tightrope and extend the lead for Tonawanda. And there you see a good seal from Avery Steinbeck Parker. Gates Abrams with a picture-perfect pass to find him, walking the tightrope, as I said, right on the crease. As the shots continue to grow here for the Braves, they are shooting at 50% right now, 7 of 14, while Newtown has got 2 of their 10 shots in the back of the net so far. As now Gates Abrams with the ball in his stick. Abrams has some room, finds a man on the far side, rung it off the post. Owen Hill nearly had the 8th goal of the first quarter for Tonawanda. Braves might have a chance to get it here, nearly able to force the turnover, but Kane Kettle doing all he can to keep that ball away from Corey Becker, a task that's much easier said than done, as Kettle able to do it, As now Jonah Mohawk looks to start the attack, but his pass is picked off. Anthony Patterson reads it like a cornerback. Now Patterson goes the other way, but is stopped by Craig Seneca on the breakaway. Possession will stay with Tonawanda. Avery Steinbeck Parker working hard in the corner, secures possession. Sends the pass up top that finds the shifty Nathan Grennan. Grennan over to Nick Miller. Now Patterson on the near side of the floor. Patterson, Hill, Grennan. Now back to Patterson. Patterson's shot knocked down. Steinbeck Parker fighting for that loose ball, but ends up in the stick of Craig Seneca instead. Now here comes Newtown on the break. Newtown have some numbers. 3-on-2, and they score. Carr Stout buries that one as the Goldeneagles strike in transition. It's their third goal of the ball game, and the deficit is down to 4. And you can see just some slow numbers building there for Newtown as Stout able to get forward, had a good enough seal to let that shot go. Able to beat Wayne Abrams as it is the third goal now of the game for Newtown. As I think this is my first time this season getting to see Wayne Abrams, as got to see Joel Watson a few times earlier this year. Jake Lazor on the roster as well. So really some great goaltending depth for Tonawanda this season as Owen Hill's shot misses wide. Ball skims off the stick of a Golden Eagle, so no over and back. Correct call made, but Gates Abrams got to go quickly here as Tonawanda running out of time. Might get a shot off, they score, but just after the shot clock expired, officials have their eye on that clock and they make the correct call. The buzzer just went about a second and a half before Owen Hill nearly got the 8th goal of the ball game for Tonawanda. Pass knocked down there by the Braves. Long send here forward as it will connect with its intended target as Tonawanda will have possession. Nick Miller, the former Tuscarora Tomahawk, comes off the bench. Has the ball in his stick. Miller lets a long shot go wide of the net. Possession still with Tonawanda. Grennan spin move, loses control right on the crease. Knocked free there by a Golden Eagle defender. And what a time for that breakup as Nathan Grennan was all alone on the crease and nearly could have made this a 5-goal game, as you could just see a bit of it there. As I want to say that was Carr Stout on the defensive side of the floor, knocking that ball free. Becker knocked to the turf there. Quick pass back is saved here by Wayne Abrams as Newtown looking to create some chances here. Pass from Abrams, able to get to Becker under some heavy pressure from Parker Jimerson as now bringing it up the floor here is Tonawanda as the Braves start their attack with under a minute to go. Silas Jonathan had flipped it up top. Now it is Gates Abrams in possession of the ball. Abrams has some time, has some room, takes the shot. Save made by Craig Seneca. Abrams went for the one-handed rebound, unable to pick it up, but fortunately for him, Taylor Jensen secures the possession. Jensen now goes to his man Gates. Onto the far side, Owen Hill. Hill throwing in some moves, has some room, takes the shot, scores! Owen Hill lets it fly, and it's the 8th goal of the game for Tonawanda. What a first quarter or period of play for the Braves so far. As you can see, all kinds of time and room for Owen Hill. Shot did get slightly deflected off the stick of a Golden Eagle, but no problem for Owen Hill, as it is a 5-goal lead for Tonawanda with 24.2 seconds to go, and the Braves might have a chance to add to the lead here. In possession of it is Tonawanda, looking to go quickly here. D'Amico in the corner told to hold, as now Gates Abrams has the ball. No goalie in net for Tonawanda as the Braves look to get the last shot. Grennan shot wide of the net. Abrams low shot, saved by Seneca. As the period comes to an end, the shot total 20-12 in favor of the Tonawanda Braves, as the Braves have got 8 of those 20 shots to hit the back of the net. What a start for Tonawanda, as the Braves look to pick up win number 6 on the season here against Newtown. That's the end of one from Logan Field. We'll be back shortly here on Blue Squatch Productions. Before we do head to our intermission break, we want to make sure we shout out Grandma's Approved, as they're down at 2133 Lake Road in Seneca Falls, New York. Be sure to check them out and all their great products here, as it's the end of one. The score 8-3 for Tonawanda here on Blue Squatch Productions. Back now at Logan Field, almost ready to start the second period of play. There you see the starting netminder today for Tonawanda, Wayne Abrams, the veteran leader in between the pipes for the Braves, willing to play in any and all conditions. Someone who will play through rain, snow, sleet, or hail. He will always be out there playing the game that he loves, as not many goalies like playing in the rain, but Wayne able to get comfortable despite the conditions over his years of playing, as we've seen sometimes throughout the year where players have struggled throwing that ball and moving the ball with the rain, but not that man, as now we are back underway here as the Tonawanda Braves look to go on the attack first here to start the second period of play. Nathan Grennan moves the ball over to the far side of the floor. Pass in the middle, return feed for Grennan. He can't handle it. Able to get the ball back one-handed as Tonawanda's Owen Hill scores. O-Dog Owen Hill snipes the corner, and it's the 9th goal of the game for Tonawanda. And there you see the good hard work by Nathan Grennan, taking a couple cross checks, picks up the Lucy one-handed, gets it over to Owen Hill, left-handed shot, puts it right into the bottom left corner. Can't get a much better shot than that from O-Dog Owen Hill, as Tonawanda wins another draw and secures possession. This time it's Silas Jonathan putting in the gritty hard work for the Braves, as Tonawanda will go on the attack again. Now on the crease is Jonathan, but can't hang on to that pass, as he would have went into the crease anyways. Tough play there, as it will be a turnover against Tonawanda, as Newtown now bringing it up the floor, looking for their first real attack of this second period. Lyndon Stevens takes a heavy hit there. No whistle, as officials say play on. Fighting hard in the corner there was Carr Stout, but unable to come up with that ball. Now here's Nick Miller in transition. Miller with a shot, turned away by Craig Seneca. And you could hear the former Buffalo Bandit selection, Nick Miller, expressing his displeasure with how that play ended, as he knew that was a golden opportunity to put up the 10th goal of the game for Tonawanda. Now here come the Goldeneagles on the attack. Stout finds a man in the middle, but knocked down. Looking to hit Ryan John in the middle of the floor. Brett Logan trying to secure possession here for Tonawanda. Instead leaves it for Taylor Jensen. Jensen loses a shoe. Runs right out of his shoe, as he will keep the ball and leg it up the floor, as now Gates Abrams flips it over to the far side. Patterson loses control, picks it back up. Now Grennan over to Patterson. Patterson lets a low shot go. Rebound goes wide. It was Cam Seneca on the second opportunity. Going for a reset there is Seneca. Looked like he might have caught a piece of Craig Seneca, but instead, officials say off the back of the net, no shot. So it will be a shot clock violation against Tonawanda. And now you can see Corey Becker nearly forcing the turnover. Becker delivering a heavy slash now. Becker watching his man behind the net. He'll combine with Ian Dolak to try and knock that ball to the turf. Ball is down. 3 Braves and 2 Goldeneagles fighting for it. Who's going to come away with it? It's Tonawanda. Ian Dolak picking that ball up. Ian Dolak, an impressive athlete here for Tonawanda, flips it over to Avery Steinbeck Parker, as he will slow things down. Dolak, not the only impressive athlete in his family, as his brother Sean Dolak was recently picked up by the Los Angeles Rams as an undrafted free agent. The All-American linebacker out of the University at Buffalo, as Nathan Grennan's shot just trails wide of the net. Grennan looking to go for the rebound here, but he'll run out of time. A shot clock violation against Tonawanda, and the ball will go to Newtown. Here come the Goldeneagles on the attack. Newtown finds a man off the bench in Lyndon Stevens. Onto the far side of the floor. Making some moves here is Brian Nephew Jr. Nephew has that one knocked free. Good defense here by Tonawanda as the Braves bring it up the floor. Here comes Tonawanda looking to create the chance as they're going to have to slow things down now and head to the bench. Nathan Grennan will take over here. Pass into the corner. Now here's Gates Abrams off the pick. Pass behind the net. Good ball movement here, but the pass is dropped as shots got to get on target here, and it is. That'll be a reset. Second opportunity goes off the pad of Seneca. Abrams with a behind-the-back shot. What a save. Craig Seneca stealing the show right now for Newtown. Craig Seneca, as we're going to try and give you a quick look at that here. As the play just moves up the floor, you can see Gates Abrams has the ball in the middle. Behind the back opportunity. Had to cut off there as we have a shot the other way. But what a save there by Craig Seneca to keep that ball out of the net and keep it a 6-goal game right now as Newtown looks to find their way back into this one. Ryan John looks to find a man on the near side. Can't do so. Here comes Tonawanda in transition. Cam Seneca flips it back. Sturgis Sundown lets it go. Big save made by Craig Seneca in between the pipes. 3D guys for Tonawanda fighting for the loose ball. None able to come away with it, unfortunately, for the Braves, as instead it's Hoya Duat John who moves the ball up the floor for Newtown. Jaden Kennedy flips it back. Man off the bench here is Ryan John. John being watched closely by Anthony Patterson. John able to get a pick and get some room. Ball passed up top. Kennedy. Shot goes into the chest of Wayne Abrams. Easy save for Wayne as now the Braves will break out. Patterson has Gates in the middle of the floor. Gates thought about the quick shot, decides not to, and now it'll be a too many men call on Tonawanda as Nathan Grennan will set that ball down, and hearing some shouts from the Tonawanda bench saying watch the door, as that's the second time the Braves have been called for too many men today. First one was a penalty, second one just a turnover in possession. Now Heron Snow here with Newtown. Snow watched closely by D'Amico, knocked to the floor. Able to get the pass over to Lyndon Stevens, who takes a heavy hit. No whistle here. Cam Seneca picks up the loose ball. Seneca will keep it himself. Seneca passes it off now. D'Amico scores! Transition in effect here for Tonawanda as Anthony D'Amico buries it to the low corner. And it's a 10-3 lead for Tonawanda. And there you see Cam Seneca had it for quite a while there, finds D'Amico, saw the defender stuck with him instead of sliding over to Anthony, able to pass it back, and Anthony D'Amico with a finish of a forward there puts it into the bottom corner, and it's a 10-3 lead for Tonawanda as the Braves look to pick up their second win of the season over Newtown. These two teams split the season series so far, with both games coming from the Gillette Arena in Newtown. First one going the way of Tonawanda, 16-9. Second one, a 9-8 win for Newtown. As now the Goldeneagles able to get the turnover here and bring the ball up the floor. Avery Steinbeck Parker riding back on defense, looking to force a turnover, but unable to do so here. Kane Kettle, it's a long shot go, but it'll trail wide. And it'll be a turnover now. Here comes Tonawanda, 2-0 all day. Sturgis Sundown, stopped by Seneca. It was a 2-0 for Avery Steinbeck Parker and Sturgis Sundown. And it's not too often those D guys get the chances. That's the third one, at least for Sturgis Sundown here today. But Craig Seneca makes the save. Now Lyndon Stevens looking for the quick shot, but that one doesn't get through. And now a penalty coming up here against Newtown as Brett Logan knocked to the floor through the numbers. So that'll be an easy call for our officiating crew. And now Tonawanda has Wayne Abrams to the bench. They will go 6-on-5. Nick Miller goes to Gates Abrams. Onto the near side. Quick feed in the middle behind the back attempt from Kent Baker. Prunup goes wide. And now we'll get you a look at the penalty here, as it'll be Jonah Mohawk, the guilty party for Newtown. And yeah, that's a good look at it, no doubt about it. Right through the back, right up in the neck area, frankly. So an easy penalty call for the officials. And Mohawk will sit for 2 or less here, as for the first time today, Tonawanda goes on the power play. Nick Miller over to Gates Abrams. Here's Gates. Back over from Miller up top. Has a pick from Grennan. Miller puts it right into the back of Heron Snow, as he's going to feel that one tomorrow. Abrams looking for an option. Has Grennan with a shot. Turned away by Seneca. Right into the left arm of Craig Seneca, who makes that save. Long feed from Craig Seneca, looking to hit Kane Kettle in transition. He will find him, as Kettle able to get it in the corner, as the lights have come on here at Logan Field. As that's the brightness we were looking for, as now Newtown starting on the attack. Shot goes into the pads of Wayne Abrams. Rebound goes wide. I don't know if Wayne caught a piece of it, but I know that Ryan John missed the best opportunity of the period for Newtown so far, as he put the ball wide of the net. Wayne Abrams caught out, as now Tonawanda looking to add to the lead now. It stands at 7. Great ball movement here from the Braves, but they ring the post. Now Newtown looking to break forward in transition. Being hounded there is Connor Gates, as he looks to find his man Lyndon Stevens, unable to do so. 4-on-2 now for Tonawanda. Here come the Braves. Owen Hill with a shot. Big save by Seneca. Now Craig Seneca starting to get in his rhythm here. Turnover. Hill on the doorstep. Baker Prunup misses wide. Oh my goodness. Oh, could be another turnover here. Tonawanda's Gates. Abrams knocks it down. Abrams fighting with Kane Kettle in the corner. Kettle somehow able to win that battle, but 8-second call will be the correct one here, as Nathan Grennan picks the pass off, takes the shot. Stopped by Seneca again. And now we're going to call it back in. A ball will stay with Tonawanda, and the crowd letting the Braves players know how they feel. They know their appreciation for their efforts so far, as Gates Abrams puts that one right into the chest of Craig Seneca. And now another pass intercepted. Tonawanda can't get anything going in transition right now. Their breakouts have been looking rough, and Tonawanda got to capitalize on it here, as Goldeneagles making the same mistakes. Braves got to capitalize and take advantage. Gates Abrams nearly does, as he rings the post. As ball goes all the way back down to Wayne Abrams, we'll try and give you a quick look at that shot from Gates, as he had all kinds of time and room, steps in and just rings the iron. Tough break there for Abrams, but ball will stay here with Tonawanda. Nathan Grennan, former first-round pick from Panther City Lacrosse Club, had the ball, as now Abrams lets a long shot go. Saved by Craig Seneca. Seneca starting to take over this game a bit here, as Newtown breaking forward in transition. Pass doesn't connect with Lucas Beaver. That was Brody Thomas bringing the ball forward for the Goldeneagles. Heron Snow onto the near side of the floor. Mohawk taking some heavy slashes on the elbow. Great feed, and they score. There's Lucas Beaver. Gets his team's 4th goal of the game, I believe his first of the night, and it was only a matter of time before Lucas Beaver got on the score sheet, as you could see an excellent cross-floor feed there from Jonah Mohawk to find Lucas Beaver, as the shot count way out of proportion now. 37 for Tonawanda, 16 for Newtown, as I guess the good thing there for Newtown, I mean, at 16 shots, 4 of them going in, you're shooting at a good rate, but not enough so far, as Tonawanda has really started to let it fly in this second period of play, as now Newtown able to win the draw. believe their first win of the game on the draws, as Tonawanda has been nothing short of dominant off the faceoffs, and it pays off for the Goldeneagles. Kane Kettle, first possession off the draw, buries it, and don't go anywhere yet, folks. It's a 5-goal game. And you see initial shot goes wide, the loose ball able to be snagged by Jaden Kennedy, finds Kane Kettle on the crease, and you're not going to get a better finish and a better play than that. Kane Kettle picks up the 5th goal of the game as a heavy hit delivered here. Tonawanda will keep the ball. Jensen puts it off the post. I think that's 3 posts now in the last 5 minutes or so for Tonawanda. They are finding that iron, but the goalies will always say, it's just because I had the net covered. As I'm sure that's what Craig Seneca's thinking here, as he's going to be tested again. Grennan looking to dunk it in. Not able to here, trying to go over top of Craig Seneca, but the veteran netminder says not today. Here comes Newtown back the other way. Low shot there from Keith Rice, misses as he was trying to catch Wayne Abrams sleeping. Now back the other way. Gates Abrams all alone. All kinds of time, but turned away by Seneca. And Tonawanda has to be careful here as they will turn the ball over. You can't let Craig Seneca take over this game because everybody around the Can-Am knows how talented of a player Craig Seneca is. There's a reason why he played a few games with the New York Riptide earlier in his career. He is an excellent netminder, and he is really doing all he can here for Newtown in this second period, trying to keep the Goldeneagles in the ball game. Jonah Mohawk being watched closely here by Taylor Jensen. Mohawk forced into the near side. Able to get the pass over to Kettle. Somehow shot is soaked by Cam Seneca with 1 second left on the shot clock. Little over 6 minutes remaining now in the second period of play. It is a 10-5 lead for the Tonawanda Braves. As at one point it was 10-3 in this period. Newtown has the last 2. Can Tonawanda find an answer? Nathan Grennan off the pick has Nick Miller with a shot, but a good arm save by Craig Seneca as he is really finding his rhythm now. Nathan Grennan, one of the most impressive players you'll see, over to Miller's shot who goes wide. Rebound picked up here by Newtown and will immediately be turned over. Nick Miller and Nathan Grennan combined to force the turnover. Miller, not just a leader on the floor, but a leader off it as well. An assistant coach with my Dieuville Saints on their men's lacrosse team, as it'll be a illegal pick call on Tonawanda as Avery Steinbeck Parker, the guilty party there. Ball is turned over, and now Newtown bringing it up the floor. Hassled there is Carr Stout as Tonawanda causes the turnover. KBP in transition puts the shot just wide. Rebound snagged by Becker as the 2 former Tomahawks combine on that play. Now Gates Abrams over to Silas Jonathan. Love watching Silas Jonathan play, a guy who can really play both ends of the floor. Lets the shot go wide into the netting. Turnover here by the Braves. Newtown bringing the ball back up the floor. Parker Jimerson looking for an option. Jimerson goes to the far side. John into the middle looking for the return pass, but it's picked off. Bobbled for a moment, but secured now by Logan. Forward for D'Amico on a break. D'Amico with a shot. Saved by Seneca. Rebound still there, but just out of the reach of Logan. Seneca secures it. And what's that? The 4th breakaway save for Craig Seneca in this ball game. He has been spectacular, and he is doing all he can right now for his Goldeneagles squad. Ball moved to the near side of the floor now. Gates Abrams in possession of the ball. Over to Nick Miller. Miller has some room. Miller tries to go cross floor back to Abrams, but deflected up into the stands, and a lucky souvenir for a fan, as now Grennan into some traffic, loses control. Miller looking to fight for that rebound, but unable to get it. Craig Seneca says this one's mine and sends a long outlet pass forward. Finds Lucas Beaver, could be a chance. Beaver to Stevens, saved by Abrams. And a back-in call here against Tonawanda, as We'll try and give you a quick look at that last shot from Newtown as Beaver and Stevens 2-on-1, unable to bury that one. Lyndon Stevens stopped on the doorstep. Now Beaver again. Don't let him get hot as Kettle takes over. Kettle has some room. Kettle winds up, fires wide of the net. Mohawk picks up the loose ball in the middle, right into the stick of Wayne Abrams. Mohawk looking to find that 5-hole, but Wayne Abrams denies him. Now Nidham over to Cam Seneca, forced to just send it the length of the floor as it was an 8-second call against Tonawanda. And now it's the Braves that are having some trouble on their breakouts as Newtown going back on the attack as got a lot of great comments from everybody in attendance here watching the stream. Be sure to comment and show your support for your team or your player, whoever you're watching here today, as that one, a great shot and a goal by Jaden Kennedy. And don't look now, it's a 4-goal game. And you can see Kennedy, a shifty move, able to create enough room, gets away from his man, and nothing that Keenan Nidham could really do there as he was a step behind Jaden Kennedy. An impressive player here for Newtown as he's factored in on a number of goals for the Goldeneagles so far. The Snow Boys are the GOATs. They are the GOATs. Snipe, they are definitely the GOATs here for Newtown as the Goldeneagles lose that draw. Tonawanda looking to get this one back up by 4 as Grennan steps in and shoots, but another big save by Seneca. Goldeneagles looking to start their breakout here. Might have a chance. Heron Snow forward set, looking to set a pick. And he will for his man Carr Stout, whose shot is blocked. Sturgis Sundown grabs the loose ball as Tonawanda goes back on the attack. Got some Let's Go Braves. We got some Let's Go Newtown fans from both teams watching this fantastic matchup here between these two Can-Am rivals as Gates Abrams has the ball on the crease but is denied by Seneca. My goodness, Craig Seneca really is taking over this ball game as that pass goes off the stick of Kent Baker. Printup looking to fight hard to win it back and not going to be able to do so. Kane Kettle working that much harder to get it back, but he's going 3-on-1. Those odds not great for any player as Kettle finds out here. A turnover on Newtown as now Avery Steinbeck Parker goes to work on the attack. Gates Abrams moves it to Nick Miller. Miller takes the shot, deflects wide of the net. Rebound goes to Steinbeck Parker. Steinbeck Parker, a draft pick of the Six Nations Snipers. Here as he now score. Great ball movement for Tonawanda. Dan Jimerson puts it in the back of the net. And that is a great answer and a much needed one for Tonawanda. And you can see here a good finish from Dan Jimerson. Some excellent ball movement from the Braves as well. As Tonawanda able to extend the lead. It is now an 11-6 game here with under a minute to go. Taylor Jensen wins that draw, able to secure possession. Him and Anthony D'Amico, a dynamic duo on the face-offs for Tonawanda. Now Owen Hill into the corner. Becker onto the far side of the floor. Jonathan starting his drive in. Low shot wide of the net. Nathan Grennan able to secure the loose ball. Grennan pass it back for Jonathan. His bounce shot blocked in front. And they're going to actually say it did touch Craig Seneca, and it will be a reset. Fortunate break here for Tonawanda as Corey Becker has the ball middle of the floor, but saved by Seneca. Oh my goodness. How many times have I said that this period? Quickly back the other way, looking to create one last chance. was Newtown's Jaden Kennedy, but right now it has been the Craig Seneca show as he has faced 47 shots from Tonawanda and has made 36 saves, while Newtown has fired off 22 shots so far, putting 6 of them in the back of the net. Let's take another look here at this epic save from Craig Seneca once again. Corey Becker gets the fortuitous bounce off the boards, all alone in the middle, but Craig Seneca sticks that stick out and makes an excellent save. As we have reached the end of the second period of play, it is an 11-6 lead for the Tonawanda Braves. But before we head to break, we just want to give a few shout outs and a few thank yous. First to Grandma's Approved at 2133 Lake Road in Seneca Falls, New York. Be sure to stop by and check them out and all their great goodies, as Grandma Approved, one of the best places around. And of course, we got to thank all our great folks here at Tonawanda. They do a lot of good hard work to help make these streams possible, and they also keep us fed and keep us nice and full, as you know, Greg and I can both get hangry here if we aren't eating. So big thanks to Tony and everybody over at the concession stand. They are doing a good job keeping us fed and keeping us, you know, hydrated here, as it is a beautiful night, turning into a beautiful night at Logan Field. And what a night for lacrosse here, as the Tonawanda Braves leave the Newtown Goldeneagles 11-6 here at the end of 2 periods of play. back here at the beautiful Logan Field as Shipping Up to Boston plays in the background. The Newtown Golden Eagles had a big second period as they were able to get back into this ball game as they're going to try and pick up their fourth win of the season. And the main man who has been leading them to their chance to pick up that win in this one was Craig Seneca. So far, 36 saves on 47 shots for Craig Seneca in this ball game. He has been immaculate for the Golden Eagles as the former draft pick of the St. Catharines Shockwave in the ALL and the former member of the New York Riptide will man the pipes here in the third period of play for Newtown as Tonawanda wins yet another draw as the Braves will start on the attack. Nathan Grennan looking to create some room here. Grennan finds Kent Baker Pernup with all kinds of room in front, decides not to shoot. Instead passes it off. Ball moved behind the net. Steinbeck Parker can't hang on to it, but is going to fight hard to get that ball back. Some hacks and whacks delivered by Steinbeck Parker and Kent Baker Pernup, but neither one able to pry that ball free from the Newtown Golden Eagles as Jonah Mohawk starts on the attack now for Newtown. Mohawk, ball in his cross over to Lucas Beaver. Beaver with a shot, looking for that low bottom corner, can't find it here. Beaver gets his own rebound. Beaver behind the net, working hard on Ian Dolak, looking to create some room. Beaver looks to go for a switch instead and passes it off. Ryan John draws the penalty. John lets the low shot go into the stick of Wayne Abrams, and it will be a penalty coming up against Tonawanda's Keenan Ninham as we take a look at the call. And you can see right there Ninham with a one-handed slash attempt that just kind of rode up into the head area of Jonah Mohawk, and can't do that. It'll be a high stick call as a power play now for Newtown, and I believe the second time today the Golden Eagles will have the power play. Did give up a shorthanded goal earlier in the game, so looking to avoid repeating that mistake here as the Golden Eagles go to work. Mohawk has it up top, fakes to his right now, passes to his right, shot goes wide. Stevens over to the near side, quick shot again wide. Wide right the first time for Brian Nephew, wide left the second time. Let's see if third time's the charm here as he'll switch and go down low. Mohawk's long shot doesn't beat the shot clock. It'll be a violation against Tonawanda as Cam Seneca will bring the ball forward. Seneca takes a few slashes here, but able to get the ball to safety is Gates Abrams. Will hold on to it. Abrams taking a couple whacks right on the hands from the man watching him in Hoya Diwat John. Now Owen Hill goes behind the net. Good ball movement here. Looking for Jensen in the middle. Can't hang on to the pass. Back the other way go the Golden Eagles, who were thinking about pushing in transition, but Jaden Kennedy trouble holding on to that pass. But does the right thing, doesn't force it, and now leaves it here for Newtown to go to work on the man up. Just under 45 seconds in the power play for the Golden Eagles. Mohawk playing catch with Stevens. Now onto the near side. John looks for an option, decides to shoot it. Thought that one might have snuck past Wayne Abrams. Official says no. Silas Jonathan on a break. Takes the shot wide of the net. Kane Kettle picks up that ball. Lucas Beaver will take it into the corner. Lyndon Stevens, Kane Kettle. Newtown, got to go quickly here. Down low, quick stick, score! What a feed and what a finish. Jaden Kennedy off the excellent pass from Brian Nephew Jr. gets the power play goal for Newtown, and these Golden Eagles aren't going anywhere. And you can see there an excellent finish on the doorstep for Jaden Kennedy. What an impressive player he is here for this Newtown Golden Eagles squad. Kennedy, I want to say that's his third of the game. He has really been a major factor for Newtown, and a big reason offensively why they've been able to get back into this game. Now Becker thinking about unloading here, decides better of it. Kent Baker print up. Now Becker has low numbers on the floor, so he'll wait for some reinforcements off the bench. Has it here in Nick Miller. Miller had a tryout with Rochester last season, along with his time with the Bandits, as that shot goes wide from Becker. Rebound behind the back shot, saved by Seneca, as now the loose ball fought for here, as it was Dan Jimerson who let the last shot go. But Craig Seneca makes a save. Newtown in transition, stopped there. Parker Jimerson, the former Genesee Community College product, puts it right into the chest of Wayne Abrams as he makes another save in this one. Coming into the period, 22 shots on target for Newtown. They have added a few here so far through the first 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Steinbeck Parker turns and fires, but puts it right into the chest of Craig Seneca. Easy save there for the veteran netminder. John, Hoya Diwat John that is, passes the ball up the floor. Now a man on the far side. Into the middle for Kane Kettle. Quickly back onto the far side of the floor. Good defense right now by Nick Miller. Miller switches on to another man. Quick shot there, stopped by Wayne Abrams as Dylan Snow let it go. Fighting for a loose ball here is number of players as Beaver misses that one. Thought he was going to pick it up and take it right to the net, but a mental mistake there for the Goldeneagles costs them the possession as Tonawanda goes back the other way. Owen Hill over to Avery Steinbeck Parker. Steinbeck Parker looking to Gates Abrams all the way and has him. Now back to the far side. Hill, face dodge, gets to the net. Stopped there by Seneca as Owen Hill, an expert with those moves, as he'll pick this pass off. Hill back the other way, shot wide of the net. Looking for the rebound here, but unable to get to it as it was stuck behind the net. Goldeneagles pick it up. Here come the Goldeneagles on the attack. Passing in the middle. Going for a behind-the-back shot was John. Doesn't finish it, though. Ryan John taking some heavy slashes here as he'll move it up for Nephew. Quickly onto the far side of the floor. Kennedy takes the shot as he'll hear it from the crowd here as that one goes straight into the netting. No deflection. And possession now to Tonawanda. Nathan Grennan, a first-round draft pick in the NLL draft, 11th overall for Nathan Grennan back in 2021 as Gates Abrams moves it, looking for Steinbeck Parker, nearly ended up with Owen Hill instead, but it winds up here with the Newtown Goldeneagles as Carr Stout loses control. Grennan forces a turnover. Abrams on the doorstep, saved by Seneca. Oh my goodness, Craig Seneca, take a bow, my friend. You have been excellent, and I think Seneca going to have to be excellent for 13 more minutes in this one if his Goldeneagles want to get back into it and pick up win number 4 on the season. D'Amico forcing a turnover here for Tonawanda, knocks his man to the floor, runs into Taylor Jensen, as now no firm possession yet, and it'll actually go to Newtown now momentarily as Keenan Ninham will eventually force the turnover for the Braves. Here's Ninham. Goes up the floor for Jensen. Jensen needs to wait for some reinforcements here as Nick Miller starts the attack. Miller looking to go to work. Miller has some room onto the near side. Silas Jonathan. Jonathan face dodge, gets to the net, looking for the bottom left corner, can't find it. Ball deflects out of play. Possession stays with Tonawanda. Miller. Toe drag. Flips it back for Hill. Hill Thought about the feed in the middle for Grennan. Couldn't get it to him. Grennan with a shot. Save. Rebound shot. Turned away by Seneca. Some chances in quick succession here for Tonawanda as Kent Baker Printup had an excellent feed down for Nathan Grennan, but unable to bury that one as Craig Seneca continues to dominate this game for the Newtown Goldeneagles. No doubt about who the best player on the floor today is wearing green and yellow. It is the big man in between the pipes as Tonawanda looking to cause the turnover here. A ball knocked over halfway as Corey Becker will scoop it up one-handed in the corner. Somehow able to get the pass off in the middle, but holding on to it there was Dan Jimerson as Patterson can't save it from going over halfway. It'll be an over and back call that will end the play here, but it'll be a water break coming up here as these goalies needing some hydration. And during this water break, we'd just like to take a moment and thank Grandma's Approved for their sponsorship. Be sure to check them out down at 2133 Lake Road in Seneca Falls, New York, as we will have the penalty coming up against Lyndon Stevens. He will sit for 2 or less for holding, as Stevens will make the long trot over to the penalty box. Tonawanda on the power play as got some more comments saying go Braves in the chat. Valerie Abrams cheering on her Uncle Wayne. Wayne's having a great game so far as he would be in line to get the win at the moment. Only allowing 7 so far. Wayne has been very solid. And like I've mentioned before, part of the great experienced group of goaltenders this Tonawanda Braves team has, along with Joel Watson, the former Las Vegas Desert Dog and Rochester Nighthawk, and then Jake Lazar as well, a young up-and-comer, but one of the best young goalies you'll find in this league. Some great depth there as Wayne Abrams got the call today, but now it's Tonawanda's offense looking to go to work and beat Craig Seneca as Gates Abrams hits the post again. Got to be the second or third post of the game for Gates. He has been really trying to pick those corners, but just missing as Seneca sends a long pass forward looking for Lucas Beaver. Ends up going all the way to Wayne Abrams instead. Newtown fans wanted a penalty as Gates ran a little interference in front of Lucas, but no whistle here as the power play will continue now for Tonawanda. Gates Abrams finds Nathan Grennan, long shot. Save there by Seneca, a loud save from Craig Seneca. As Gates finds Miller on the far side, lets it go, but Craig Seneca once more makes another big save. Lucas Beaver able to snag the ball over halfway as penalty down to 45 seconds for Lyndon Stevens, as that's a tough man to have in the box for Tonawanda, or for Newtown, excuse me, as Stevens, one of their better options on both ends of the floor, especially attacking wise, and he's sitting for 25 more seconds as Cam Seneca brings the ball up the floor for Tonawanda. Owen Hill. Now Gates Abrams. Nick Miller. What an offensive unit this is for Tonawanda. Gates Abrams, Nick Miller, Owen Hill, Nathan Grennan, and Kent Baker Printup. Might as well be an all-star team as Miller lets a long shot go. Seneca makes the save. Miller looking to find that 5-hole. Heavy hit here on the boards. And it will be possession for Tonawanda as a penalty called against Newtown, as that'll go against Brody Thomas, and no doubt about it, you'll get to see it here in a moment as the loose ball was being fought for between Grennan and Baker Printup, and Thomas runs right through the back of Nathan Grennan. I mean, easy call, and they're going to call it a slashing minor. Usually holding's the call you go for when you're not really sure what the penalty is, but you just want to give a penalty. But slash will be the call, as either way, 2 minutes or less Thomas will sit for, as the shot's now up to 62 for Tonawanda. They are doubling the Goldeneagles in shots as they're at 31, make it 63, but the saves just keep climbing higher and higher here for Craig Seneca. Well, the goal is staying the same at the moment for Tonawanda, as that one was soaked out in front. Heron Snow back the other way, looking to push short-handed. Snow with a shot, but denied by Wayne Abrams, as we have an injured Brave on the floor, and Nick Miller down in some discomfort, as Miller just was tripped up, non-contact on the floor, trying to go back and slow the transition. We hope he is all right, and we will step aside here as they tend to the injured Nick Miller, as you're watching Tonawanda Braves Lacrosse on Blue Squatch Productions. Back now, as Nick Miller was helped off the field, able to move a bit under his own power, so that is good to see, as the former Buffalo Bandit draft pick and Rochester Nighthawk as well had to try out with them. Will probably be out for the remainder of this one. Hopefully he's back out there soon, but Nick Miller definitely in some discomfort after that last play. Spencer Jonathan, Karen Baker out supporting their Braves, as they have some Let's Go Braves chants going in the comments. 104 all watching concurrently. Shout out to each and every one of you, as this has been a great game, and you guys have been treated to an excellent affair here between these two squads on a beautiful night, as Gates Abrams denied again by Craig Seneca, as Seneca continues to marvel in between the pipes for Newtown. Abrams into the middle. Hill shot stopped. Another attempt is saved by Seneca. Oh my goodness, Craig Seneca is a brick wall back there. Long pass. Looking to find his man Ryan John, headed towards the corner. Can't do so. Taylor Jensen will take it away. Jensen brings the ball up the floor and will head back to the bench, as Tonawanda on the power play. 7 seconds remain in the penalty to Thomas. Abrams' long shot turned away by Seneca, nearly taking out our official in the corner. Fortunately, everybody okay, as the Braves back on the attack. Gates Abrams in the corner, finds a pass in the middle, and they score! There it is, Nathan Grennan finally able to beat Craig Seneca, who is doing his best Matt Vince impersonation here today. All he can for Newtown, but eventually it's going to just be too much, as Gates Abrams with a perfect pass to Nathan Grennan, and Grennan making absolutely no mistake buries that one. And you really can't make any mistakes in this one if you want to beat Craig Seneca. Everything has to be perfect with how good he is playing at the moment, and it was there for the Braves. Now the lead back up to 5 here for Tonawanda with just under 7 minutes to play, as the Braves looking to get this one to the finish line and try and pick up their 6th win of the season. Abrams tried to find a streaking Grennan once again. Doesn't quite work out here. Goldeneagles going to bring the ball back up the floor. Here comes Newtown, looking to create a chance on a break. Kent Baker, print up with a late trail check, knocks that ball to the floor. Picking it back up though, are the Goldeneagles, who are in possession, as now Newtown looks to start the attack. John, spinning past one, trying to get the shot off, but an illegal screen call. And the ball will go to Tonawanda. As here come the Braves in transition. Steinbeck Parker looking for the dunk shot. Can't make it. Craig Seneca somehow getting that big arm up to block that one. As Newtown, under 6 to go now. Goldeneagles need to get one in a hurry here. They want to get back into it. Kane Kettle chasing after it. Can't come up with it. Tonawanda secures possession. Patterson stands up his man out at midfield as he makes the pass. Seneca now finds Owen Hill. Hill has all kinds of time and room. Hill still with it. Steps in, but turned away here by Seneca. Trying to beat Seneca to the 5-hole. Unable to on that shot. Now Heron Snow passes the ball forward. Going on the attack. Beaver can't hang on to that pass in the middle. Grabbed by Silas Jonathan. Jonathan able to transition the ball up the floor now for Tonawanda. Jonathan can't connect with Steinbeck Parker. Ball bops over the stick of Dolak. But fortunately for Tonawanda, Silas Jonathan able to get back and secure possession. Now Nathan Grennan has the ball in his stick. Grennan spent some time with the Ottawa Black Bears and the Toronto Rock this season as he gets it to Kent Baker Printup, who stings the corner for the 13th goal of the game for Tonawanda. That was the 72nd shot of the ball game for the Braves as Kent Baker Printup, all kinds of time and room. No one steps out to try and defend him as KBP strikes here for the Braves, and it's a 6-goal lead now for Tonawanda, and that might just be the dagger in the hearts of the Goldeneagles. Thanks for the support in the chat there, Herbie. One of the best officials you can ever find, Herbie John. Got to see him do some NLL games this year. Thank you for all your support here, as knocked to the floor there was a Brave, but Tonawanda able to keep possession as the Braves look to try and add another. Good east-west ball movement so far. Hill's shot doesn't find the net. No reset here. Jensen looking to go for one, but unable to tuck it in the top corner before the shot clock expires. Violation against Tonawanda. Newtown bringing it back the other way. Goldeneagles need to go quickly here if they want to have any chance of getting back into this one with under 4 to go. Long shot there, and they score. Ryan John finds the back of the net, and the Goldeneagles not going anywhere. And you can see John lets the quick shot go. Man comes out to try and close him down, but he beats Wayne Abrams to the 5-hole. And that is just a clean finish there from Ryan John. That gives Newtown their 8th goal of the game, and the Goldeneagles are within 5, but is it too little too late? We'll see here as Newtown back on the attack quickly. Jonah Mohawk moves the ball over to the far side. Now Kennedy, we've seen him start today for Newtown, but he misses wide on that shot. Unable to save it there was the Goldeneagles. Giovanni Klimowitz says it'll be a turnover on Newtown, giving possession to the Tonawanda Braves as Nathan Grennan streaks down the far side of the floor. Gets it over to Gates Abrams. Abrams has some time, still has time, Abrams, but decides it's better to flip it over to Avery Steinbeck Parker and work the clock. Grennan lets a long shot go, can't find the target. Loose ball bounces right into the stick of Craig Seneca. A fortuitous bounce there for the veteran as he sends the long pass forward. Parker Jimerson has some room, steps up to the restraining line and passes it off. Ryan John spins off one, being hounded here by Becker. Finds a man on the crease, takes the shot, but turned away by Abrams. Now Tonawanda with just over 2 to go. Back the other way. Becker puts it off the pads of Seneca. Nearly beat him to the 5-hole. As the former Halifax Thunderbird heads to the bench. As now Newtown back on the attack. Needing a goal here quick. As Mohawk tries to find Brian Nephew Jr. on the near side. Nephew able to pick up the loose ball for a moment, but loses control. And now Grennan takes over for Tonawanda. The Braves in transition. Great breakout here. Seneca has a chance. Thought about going back to Gates Abrams, but Gates saying no need to add any extra goals here. Let's just work the clock down and get out of here with a W, as Gates Abrams on the doorstep taking some heavy shots here, as I think he felt that one. Could see the grimace from up top as that ball passed off. Shot goes wide, and Newtown will have the ball here with 1:21 remaining in this ball game. Goldeneagles trying to find Ryan John here instead. Bounces over to Lucas Beaver. 5-on-4. Brave got cut off the floor, but Newtown can't take advantage. Sturgis Sundown able to help get it over for Taylor Jensen. And now Sundown sets a nice pick. Jensen be hounded 2-on-1, but able to get into some open room and roll the ball over to Nathan Grennan. What an addition this man has been, Nathan Grennan. Along with that man, too, Kent Baker Printup, who sends it back to Grennan in the corner. Ball went off the chain link fence and to Grennan now over with the Newtown Goldeneagles as they will bring the ball up the floor. Kane Kettle thought about stepping in and shooting that one. Flips it over to Lyndon Stevens. Back to Kettle. 3-on-3 here. Into the middle for Jimerson. He can't hang on to it. Jimerson beats Logan to it and gets it back. Now Kettle on the doorstep, trying to go for a quick stick finish. Can't do so here. Good defending by Anthony D'Amico to thwart that attack. And with under 10 seconds to go, D'Amico will just hang on to it as the Tonawanda Braves pick up their 6th win of the season after putting up 74 shots on Craig Seneca. They win it 13-8. 34 total shots for Newtown, able to get 8 of them to the back of the net. That'll be 26 saves for Wayne Abrams as Tonawanda had 74 total shots, making that 61 saves in a losing effort for Craig Seneca. My goodness, what an effort from him. And I know wins and losses go down as a goalie stat, but they're as much of a team stat as anything. One of the most undeserving losses you will ever see for Craig Seneca. He was amazing in this one. Did everything he could to give his team a chance in this ball game, but the Tonawanda Braves just a bit better. As really for Tonawanda in this one, it was their first period that really helped propel them to victory. The Braves came out ready to play right away, whereas Newtown was a little slow getting going, found their rhythm in the second, but it was a bit too little too late as the Tonawanda Braves able to get the win. As Tonawanda gets the win 13-8. As they will now refocus and prepare for another home game against the Onondaga Redhawks. First time this season that the Redhawks make the trip down to Logan Field. That'll be coming up on June 6th. That's an 8 p.m. game. They'll then head up to Six Nations to take on Grand River before finishing off the home portion of the season against Onondaga, Newtown, and Allegheny to round out the month of June. Whereas the Newtown Goldeneagles, they fall to 3-5. Newtown will stay on the road as they head back up to Onondaga to take on the Redhawks in an 8:30 p.m. affair on May the 30th. Then as the calendar flips to June, they will host the Grand River Warriors on June 6th before 3 more road games against the Allegheny Arrows, Grand River Warriors, and right back here against the Tonawanda Braves on June 20th before they close out the month of June at home against Onondaga. That We'll do it here from Logan Field. The final score, the Tonawanda Braves 13, the Newtown Goldeneagles 8, as you were watching Blue Squatch Productions here from Logan Field. Real quick before we sign off, just like to say thank you one more time to Grandma's Approved. Check them out down at 2133 Lake Road in Seneca Falls, New York, and all their great goodies. And thanks as well to the man walking through your screen gates, Abrams. He has done a lot of hard work to help make these streams possible as well. One more time, the final score, the Tonawanda Braves 13, the Newtown Goldeneagles 8. Here from Logan Field, I have been Trevor Butts saying so long and thank you for watching.